What's up, y'all? It's Emile Ennis Jr. back here with Clevver News, and we all got to know and love Katherine Langford as Hannah Baker in seasons 1 and 2 of 13 Reasons Why, and now she's opening up about the real reason why she left the show. Alright, so if you haven't watched 13 Reasons Why by now, I've gotta warn you, there are gonna be some spoilers ahead. And I also want to give a trigger warning in case you haven't seen the show. It deals with heavy topics like mental health, bullying, sexual assault, and suicide. So if you or someone you know needs help, we've linked some resources down in the description below. Okay, now back to the story. If you've watched the series, you know that Katherine Langford played the leading role of Hannah Baker.
Hey, it's Hannah. Hannah Baker.
Holy
And as fans know, Katherine's character, Hannah Baker, committed suicide in the first season of the show, but she was still in the second season of the show through flashback scenes.
What are you gonna do about that?
At the time, many fans were shocked to hear that Katherine was not returning for season 3 and 4 of the Netflix series, but others just assumed she left the show because telling Hannah's story was complete. And now Katherine has opened up to RadioTimes.com about why she stepped back from the role in the series. Katherine said, quote, 13 Reasons Why was my first role and something that I'm so grateful for. And obviously to have that great relationship with Netflix is such a happy coincidence, as they're the ones who are responsible for this story as well. The story she's talking about is her next leading role in the upcoming Netflix series Cursed. The new series drops this week and Katherine plays future Lady of the Lake Emile, a magical warrior who leads a revolution against a religious cult. And in the recent interview, Katherine admitted that leaving 13 Reasons Why after the second season gave her some space before committing to another lead role. She also revealed that she'd grown and changed as an actor since saying goodbye to Hannah Baker. Katherine said, quote, I think it also feels nice to have had that breathing room of closing that chapter 2 or 3 years ago and having the space to do a couple of other roles before stepping into another huge commitment like this series. I feel like I've grown a lot more as a person and hopefully more as an actor, and that's something that I hope I can continue to do. And she feels like her new show Cursed will challenge her even more. Katherine said, quote, I think this particular project is so special to me in the sense that it really feels like it's different to anything I've done before. And it also feels like I'm telling a different story in the sense that it's kind of matured and grown in a way, which I feel I also have as a person. We really seen Emile go from being this young woman to an adult, really coming into her womanhood. So it looks like Katherine's fans are going to see a very different side of her in her new lead role in Cursed compared to the time that she played a high schooler in 13 Reasons Why. Though it seems she will forever be grateful for her days playing Hannah Baker. And if you caught the 4th and final season of 13 Reasons Why, again, spoiler alert, you know that Katherine made a special appearance in the series finale. Her final appearance is in one of Clay Jensen's visions. He sees Hannah walking towards him in the gym following graduation. Unfortunately, Katherine was still busy filming Cursed, so they used old footage of her as Hannah, but it still got fans all up in their feelings. People took to Twitter and totally freaked out over seeing Katherine in the show again, and Katherine spoke to Digital Spy about why she couldn't make filming the finale episode, and she revealed whether or not she's actually watched the final season of 13 Reasons Why. She said, quote, I was still filming Cursed, so I wasn't able to go in and shoot anything. It's funny because I haven't fully seen season 3 or 4, but I'm making my way through season 3 and watching season 4 now that that chapter's closed. And Katherine went on to say how proud she still is of the show and how she keeps in touch with her castmates. She said, quote, I'm really proud of everyone in the cast and we're still really tight. In many ways, I already know what happens and I'm just so proud for them. Closing that chapter was such a special part instilled in all of our lives. And if you're bummed 13 Reasons Why is over, click right over here for another Clevver video with some other shows that you may like, and then let us know your thought on Katherine's reason for leaving the show down in the comment section below, and also let us know if you're gonna watch her new show, Cursed. I'm your host, Emile Ennis Jr., and I'll see you soon right back here on Clevver News. Bye, guys.